What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. This is the Sports Talk edition. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel and check out the content. Today, I'm going to be speaking on the Milwaukee Bucks. Their disappointing season. Their season just really from the jump didn't get off to. It didn't get off to a really bad start, but it just seemed like as the season progressed and went on, a lot of things occurred and went on that it kind of really, in my opinion, derailed their season. And I think there's just too much going on for them to really recover this year. And I'm thinking that this season is basically over. And like let me go into like some of the things that went on this year. First, the firing of well, they got off to a slow start. What they thought was a slow start, they thought that they were underachieving under Adrian Griffin. Now, their record under Adrian Griffin was 30-13. So Giannis and I guess some other players on the team wasn't really happy with the way things were going. Giannis said that he didn't feel like they really had an identity. So with like I said, so they decided to get rid of Adrian Griffin, and then when they brought in Doc Rivers, things really didn't get any better. With Doc Rivers, their record is 17-19. And so to me, their whole part of their problem is chemistry. They brought in Dame Lillard, and they moved out Holiday, and they brought in Dame Lillard. So Dame Lillard really didn't pan out the way that they thought he was going to pan out. They thought he was going to have a greater impact, at least on the offensive end. Offensively, Dame has been he's not been real bad, but I think offensively he's been a little inconsistent. And then with Dame being inconsistent on the offensive end, and then on the defensive end, he's not really known for being a defensive player. So I think that really right there that hurt the Bucks. And what I'm thinking is going to have to happen is I'm not sure if Dame is going to come back next year. There's been some, people have been talking it and saying that Dame really should he's not happy there. Everybody know that his first choice was to go to the Miami Heat, and maybe that may still be on the table. But I'm thinking that if Dame stay, then maybe that will be what they need is just to have a year under their belt to get used to Giannis and Dame and those guys, Middleton, all playing with Dame, so they can develop chemistry. Chemistry don't always develop on right off the bat. Sometimes you have to people have to play together in order for that chemistry to be built. And Dame is not right now, his game is off. Plus on top of that, they say that Dame is going through like some personal problems. I know he's going through a divorce, and so that also could be, it's definitely affecting his game. Going through a divorce, like that is really something that affects, it's affecting his game. And like I said, part of the reason is also is this guy, I'm thinking that he really don't want to be in Milwaukee. Milwaukee wasn't his first choice. Miami was, but my thing is, if I'm thinking that if he goes to Miami, it won't to me it won't get any better because Miami have expectations too. And the way that Dame has played this year, there is not been up to Milwaukee's expectation because remember, Milwaukee won a championship a few years ago, about 2 or 3 years, about 3 years ago. So they have expectations as to how they want their players to play on both ends. And I don't think that Dame has met those expectations. And the same thing goes for Miami. If he goes to Miami, he will be uh he will be expected to do more, pull of the defensive load. And if he can't do that, then he won't be able to have success in Miami either. Also, Giannis right now has a calf injury, and they say that Giannis may miss the first game of the playoffs. And so we don't know how healthy Giannis will be when it comes to you know when he do come back from his injury. So we're not sure how healthy Giannis will be. So you know, that will be a reason for them to say, well, we didn't make it because Giannis is hurt. But another thing, they will be playing in the first round. Milwaukee will be playing the Indiana Pacers, and Indiana has had Milwaukee's number. So, it's again, this may not be the best team for them to play going into the playoffs, but Milwaukee hasn't done good against Indiana. Indiana's got a lot of young guys, and their team is very fast, and the really, speed really is like kryptonite for Milwaukee. For some reason, they can't deal with teams that are fast and have those young legs. Now, Milwaukee, they are a big team with the exception of Dame. They have length, but that length is really nullified by the fact that Indiana has speed. So to me, this season for them is a wash. You know what I mean? They have the injury issues, the chemistry issues with coaching and the players not really knowing like how to mesh with each other. Uh, and then it's really just a bad matchup going against, an up and coming team like the Indiana Pacers who have their number. I think that they should really not that they should give up on this season, but just really just reevaluate and see what pieces they need, so they can come back next year stronger. I'm hoping that Dame Lillard don't leave. I hope that Dame Lillard just try to he just try to step up to the challenge. Because like I said, if he wants a ring, if Dame Lillard wants a ring, he needs to he just really need to step up to the challenge. He's used to playing in Milwaukee. I mean, not Milwaukee. He's used to playing in Portland, where the expectations was a little bit different. Now you're with a team that has won a championship in recent history, and so they have higher expectations than what he had to meet in Portland. So hopefully he will stay in Milwaukee in order to uh just to see if he can meet this challenge. And but other than that, I don't think it really do Dame Lillard any good to leave Milwaukee. This is a good situation for him. He's playing with guys who have won a championship. He's playing with a coach who knows how to lead players to a championship. And see, that's another thing. Like, will they get rid of Doc Rivers after the season? I'm hoping that they keep Doc Rivers. And they really, I think they still paying uh Griffin, Agent Griffin. I know they're still paying him, so they really shouldn't get rid of Doc Rivers because that will mean that they're paying Budenhauser, Griffin, and Rivers. So that's like having four coaches, on your payroll, four head coaches on your payroll at the same time. And that's not a good look for the general manager to ask the owner, to make, you know, all those different payments to people that he wanted to hire and you know, and things didn't work out. What else? Another issue is I think that, like Giannis, they really need to try to get Giannis to a point where he is not so much worried about being general manager, but just trying to be a leader on the team. The reason why I think Adrian Griffin is not there and the other coach before him, Budenhauser, is that Giannis wasn't happy with those guys. You know, because I don't think that this team makes that move, either one of those moves. If they move either one of those guys out of there, if Giannis was, if Giannis was somebody who was happy with either one of these coaches. So hopefully Giannis is happy with Doc Rivers, and then they can get back to establishing a winning culture in Milwaukee. But for right now, I think this season is a wash. Um, Let me know what you think. Leave a comment below. Like I said, also make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And with that being said, I'll check you all out on the next episode. Thanks.